In today's video, I'm going to be going over the Exodus Lite Mod Menu for Red Dead Online. If you guys want to pick up this menu, head over to wickedgamers.com and use coupon code Luciano for 5% off. Alrighty guys, starting off with the player options here, you have a no clip option here. Starting off with that, you can change the speed of that as well. Moving down here, you do have a follow camera yaw as well. You have mount options here, like your preference. You can set it to owned or current horse. You do have your invincibility here, so your invisibility, your infinite stamina, always clean, you know ragdoll, fearless, your fire hooves, horse scale modifier, as well as your teleport horse whistle. Basically, I whistle and I automatically teleport onto him. Like I said, you just go here, and all of these work flawlessly. Vehicle options here are very similar. Fix, invincibility, invisibility, disable knockoff, no ragdoll, fire hooves, and your speed modifier below. Model changer here, basically you can change it into different pets, whether it's your animals, including legendary animals. You can do humans, male or female, whatever you prefer. You can do your model variant as well as your animal controls. This controls for like if you turn into a bird, for example. You can also change your facial features as well as your chest and waist size. Effects here, like your screen particle effects, for example. There you go. You can set that to constant if you'd like. Same with your particle effects here. We'll do these constant. We'll do my ped. Then we'll just do spirit fade out. As you can see, that's basically how that works. And then if you want to just turn these off, there you go. It should end very shortly. Moving on to your modifiers here, you have infinite stamina, deadeye, and eagle eye, supercharged cores, as well as your accelerated health, stamina, and deadeye. You have a telekinesis option here, which basically lets you like open doors and shit from a distance. It's like your mind powers per se. Basically, you toggle pickup, and then you can like launch shit. If you would like to do so. You do have a bounce as well if you want to enable like a bounce effect for players or objects near you. You have your invincibility here as well as your invisibility option here as well. Moving on here, you do have your never wanted as well as your wanted level multiplier, your anti-tackle, your hog tie as well as your lasso. You do have your always clean as well as your sticky hats, payoff bounty, super jump option here as well. I don't know if it works with your horse. I don't think it does. Let me just get off real quick. We'll jump real quick. There you go. You do have your glitched animation as well as your fire breath option here, as you can see. You have a warp mode, no ragdoll, your feared, as well as your super run option here as well, which apparently does work when you're on a horse, which is kind of cool. Player scale modifier as well as your camera zoom, and then lastly your targeting mode. For your network options here, I will select a player and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so say you select this player here, you can teleport to player directly nearby or to player's camp. You can also do player to self, waypoint, or Madame Nazar. You have your presets here, whether it's like your Anniesburg, Armadillo, or whatnot, your gun shops or your misc, post office, whatever it may be, you can basically do with these preset options down below. Scripts here, you do have no scripts loaded. Basically you can get these from the Exodus Discord if you do want some. Removal options like your kick, crash, and kick from mission. You have trolling options here like your attackers. You can spawn into attackers. You can change the model, put them on horseback, make them invincible or unarmed. You do have explosions as well as your horse options like your kick, kill, sedate, or whatnot. Attachments as well if you want to attach different objects or pets to him. Nag, freeze movement, remove from mount, spawn hostile clones, and then lastly copy outfit. Friendly options here, do you have inventory items. If you want to give them any of these, you can do so. Retribution, anti-aim, explosive ammo, and then lastly give gold up to 10 per chest. Lastly, do you have spectate as well as your shadow. You do have your add to whitelist, and then lastly view profile. Moving on here, the search option basically you can search somebody via their nickname, resolver, via somebody's rockstar ID. Your whitelist option, which lets you view a list of players which you've whitelisted from all protections. Your protections here, which protect you from other modders. Spoofing options here, whether you want to spoof your name, attributes, or voice chat. You can also suppress, leave, and join notifications. You do have your force script host as well as request, session, private, public. You have recovery options here as well, like your inventory items. If you want to give yourself any of these items, basically you go into the category and you can give yourself whatever you may prefer. You have your add gold option here as well. Basically you hold down enter here and you basically get a shit ton of gold. You don't really have to do much, you just get gold, to be honest with you. But moving on here, you do have your weapon options here as well, like your modifiers. Basically you do have your weapon damage, melee damage, and weapon defense modifiers. Your aimbot as well, you can do snap or silent. You also have a trigger bot option here as well. So basically the aimbot automatically aims onto pets or players. And then the trigger bot automatically shoots. There's really nobody near me. So you can also show the FOV circle, as you can see. There's really nobody near me, but this does work, and it's actually really powerful. You do have explosions here as well if you want to basically change your explosion type when you shoot. For example, your grenade or sticky bomb, whatever you may prefer, you can do. You have particle effects here as well, like your particle guns. Just for example, your spirit fade out when you shoot. There you go. Turn that off. And all weapons, you do your infinite ammo as well as their full auto. You do your aim slow motion, auto cock and clean. You do your teleport gun as well. You shoot and you teleport forward. Let me get off of this guy real quick. Let me turn this off. As you can see, there you go. You do have a resuscitation gun as well as your lightning gun, which basically lets you shoot down lightning strikes. You do have fire ammo as well, which basically puts like a fire bullet effect. You do have a loot shoot, which basically shoots out gold chests. You have a one hit, one kill, which basically increases the damage of our bullets to kill somebody with one hit. Hash gun as well as your delete gun lastly. Teleportation options here can do your camp, waypoint, auto to waypoint, objective, or Madame Nazar. You do have presets down below as well. Spawner here as well if you want to spawn in different pets, humans, whether it's female or male. You can also spawn in dead legendary animals. For example, we'll go back to pets, we'll do animals, legendary dead. For example, your buck. There you go, legendary buck. He spawned in dead, so you can basically skin him if you would like to do so. Scripting, like I said, I don't have any. They do have some in the Exodus Discord, I believe, if you were looking to get some of those. Creator, which basically lets you load in different creations, which you can also get from the Exodus Discord. World options here as well. You can change basically the time in game to whatever you may prefer. You can also change the time scale as well as your constant. You can also freeze the time, and then you do have presets down below. Your light as well, if you want to add like a little hue effect to your game, the lighting, you can do so as well. Weather, if you want to change the weather to whatever you may prefer, you can also freeze it to whatever you may prefer. Entity pools, which shows your pet, object, and vehicle pools. Basically, you can snap lines to things near you. You can also delete them. Gold loot, for example, actions, set fire and then launch upwards. You can do those for all three of those. You can also spawn in a train and change the speed of it. Vehicle options here, you can also change the densities of those. Clear area as well of a radius of 30, for example. You can increase it to 42 or 50, whatever you may prefer if you would like to do so. And lastly, you do have ground snow as well if you want to enable snow on the ground. Misc, you do have bypasses like your restricted areas, fast shovel protection, and your legendary bounty cooldown. Script hook, it says you use it at your own risk. Script manager here if you want to mess with any of this. I've never touched it, so I'm not going to fuck with it. UFO mode if you want to basically be a UFO driver per se. You can also enable orbit if you'd like, which is basically a black hole or not, whatever you may prefer. You can also turn this off if you don't want to use that. You do have pets as well if you want to enable pets like your border collie, for example. There you go. You do your visual effects here like your lines, boxes, info skeleton, crosshair, and radar. For example, this is basically your ESP option per se, your wall hacks, whatever you want to call them. Nobody's really near me, so it's not going to show anybody. But your boxes, for example, we'll try to increase this by, there's really nobody near me. Yeah, that's unfortunate. When under settings, lastly, you do your themes as well. If you want to change your themes or your menu positioning as well as your menu sizing, you can basically change that if you would like to do so. Debug info, whether it's a local time, product name, product user ID, whatever you want to put on, you can basically turn that on. You can also show your Exodus watermark in the middle of your screen if you would like to do so. Navigation calendar, open and close hit on the top. Suppress all notifications, breadcrumb titles, streamer mode, which hides sensitive information. Max viewports, Discord presence, your export localization. Open product folder, and the lastly, visit website. But that actually is going to be it for this showcase, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.